welcome to this week's vlog. It is February the 29th. It is the last day of February. We are starting the next month strong. I did start making garlic from Garlic and the Vampire, Garlic and the Witch. She's in progress, so we got her head made. I'm making her little body now. Her head needs detailing because it's just looks silly right now, but we'll get there. I also filmed my TBR, which is cool. I just need to edit it, and not my TBR, my wrap up for February. I filmed that yesterday, so I just need to edit it, and I think that's it. I am going to be starting the Insatiable Volt Sisters today. I'm also going to go ahead and start the Black Period, and I guess Half Off Ragnarok. That is on my list for the day. So we'll see though. I think I'm actually going to be really busy with work. So yeah. I have book club today, and I don't know if I want to recommend the Yellow Wallpaper, but I don't own a physical copy of the Yellow Wallpaper. So like, I don't know if I should have a backup book. I might have, I don't know. I feel like some of these books are like, how do I word this? I feel like, you know what, I was gonna say, I feel like some of this, the reading, it seems like some of their choice is, I wanted to say pretentious, but that's not what I mean. I mean maybe more educated than me. I don't know, they like classics, you know? But that person, some of them are reading Harry Potter over again, so like, never mind. I feel like I could bring Starter Villain, and that would be a good time. And it's not scary, and it's fun, and it's short. But I also, like, I don't know, recommending a book is such a thing, you know? I don't know. Because I also was thinking, like, what standalones do I have? Like, legitimate standalones that are not horror. And I realized, like, that I own, that's not a long list. Like, I have some romance books, but I'm not even sure if those are out yet. And also they're queer romance, and how cool are we? How cool are we as a group? Because I don't know. All of the people are in relationships with men, so I don't know how cool we are, right? I don't want to, like, be the one to fucking, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I could do Ariadne. Ariadne was pretty solid. Ooh, or Circe. Circe was good. Ooh, you know what? That might be what I do. Where's my, yeah. I have the special edition of Circe. I would love to reread it again. I think that I'm gonna be like Yellow Wallpaper first, Circe second, Starter Villain third. I'm gonna bring a couple of options. Is that overdoing it? I don't fucking know. I don't know. This is so much pressure. Why is this so much? Like, I run a readathon wherein I tell people an optional book to read. I recommend an optional book to like 3,000 people. And that's fine. But this is different. These people live near me. When they don't like the book, they could come to my house and tell me about it. I don't know. I don't know. It's weirdly cold today also. It was like 80 degrees 2 days ago, almost in the 90s on Saturday. It was 45 degrees when I woke up this morning, and I was like, cool. And then in 2 days, it's gonna be 80 degrees again. I don't know what any of that is in Celsius. Nobody asked me. Basically though, what you need to know about the way that United States temperature is the closer to 100 the hotter it is, and the closer to 0 it is, the colder it is. So it's like a very clear scale. 100, hot. Boiling hot. Not boiling hot, but like your body is gonna be deeply unhappy. 0, cold. Very cold. You get in the negatives, don't even talk to me. Below 30 is like freezing. I don't know what boiling is for the heat intake. I don't know about that one, but yeah. I also just realized that like people who do Celsius probably also do that for their temperature. And now I have a lot of other questions, like their body temperature. Like, what's the Celsius for 98.6? Also, has that lowered? I feel like they lowered it, the like average temperature. I don't know if that's correct or not. I just know that my body's average temperature is actually like 96 or 97. Like, I run cold. Ironically enough, my body's always hot, but I internally run cold. So, I don't know. Also, if you watched last week's vlog where I rant about the doctor's appointment, that fucking doctor referred me to a fucking psychiatrist. After I straight up told him I can't afford to go to one, that's why I have my meds filled here, he still referred me to a psychiatrist. So I am absolutely going to be talking to my doctor, I'm not gonna name his name, my doctor, and being like, hi, this doctor that I saw in your office, that you run, did not listen to me, refused to listen to me, insofar as he literally refused to listen to the fact that I blatantly said I cannot afford to go to a psychiatrist and would not be going to a psychiatrist, and he still referred me to a psychiatrist, which I am deeply uncomfortable with, deeply unhappy with. There is no reason for that. Most psychiatrists don't take insurance, especially not mine, so like, that was super inappropriate, super frustrating. I don't understand why he would not listen to me that entire appointment. But I felt unheard and disrespected and dismissed, which I have no interest in feeling at almost 30 years old about my healthcare. I'm too fucking old for that shit. My camera's dying, but that's how I felt about that, so that's how it went. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. Okay, thanks, bye. Good morning. It is Friday the 1st. Happy first day of March. It's almost spring. I went to book club last night. It was good. I had a good time. I think I only said like one thing that I think is embarrassing, so that's good. Did I spend an excessive amount of time thinking about it? Yes, but it's fine. We have book club next week though, and the book they picked to get us between here and there is my book. It's the Yellow Wallpaper, so I will be rereading the Yellow Wallpaper this month. This week, probably this upcoming week, at least in this vlog, I will be rereading it. It's very short, and if it's still on Scribd, Everand, whatever, it is. It's super short too, 44 minutes. It is 44 minutes long, so on 1x speed, you know, so that'll be easy to read, I think. Easy to add on to my plate. What else? I don't know. Today I'm going to be finishing the Insatiable Volt Sisters and then getting 50% into Half Off Ragnarok and 50% into The Black Period. I did get 25% into both of those previous two books yesterday. The Black Period is pretty clearly written by an artist, which is not like, I'm not saying that in a hateful way. It just means that the writing style is maybe not for me. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's all I got though off the top of my head right now. Of course, Mr. ate too fast, and so he's throwing up in the other room because he always fucking does that when I feed him. It makes me crazy. Anyway, they were being very silly this morning though. My tooth fucking hurts, and I have First Fridays today. So First Friday is a thing that they do in the town that my parents currently live in, where they like do cool little art things and fun little shopping things and whatever. So I'm gonna go to that. I need to do my hair before then, so I'm gonna do that probably on my lunch because it's too like yucky to do otherwise. Also, I'm making garlic from Garlic and the Witch. Right now she just looks like this. She needs arms and a little outfit and the rest of her face done, but at the moment I think she's very cute. This is no pattern, just vibes. It's more like Franken pattern. But yeah, I think she looks really cute. So yeah, we'll see. She does have wires, so she can, I've very much enjoyed putting wires and things, obviously, so like her legs can be posed and they'll stay in pose. Yeah, her stuffing needs to be a little bit rearranged, but yeah, so here she is. Okay, I'm gonna go. I have to get ready for work. Bye!
Be in this week's vlog.
What?
You're in this week's vlog. Congrats.
Good morning. It's Monday the 4th. I almost said Friday. It's not Friday. It's Monday the 4th. I am very tired. I'm very tired, but it's okay. I finished books I didn't expect to finish. I finished the Insatiable Volt Sisters. It was really, really good. Currently it's in my top books. It is also the first book that I've finished this month, so not the greatest of like basis there, but it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I also finished The Black Period this past week. I didn't enjoy it. I don't feel it was written for me. I also have a really hard time with when poets write books, and maybe, how do I word this? Maybe it's not for them, like, not for them. How do I word this? Like, okay, The Black Period is not a book that was written for me as a white person. So, saying this from that perspective, I had a really hard time with it. Not because of the content, because I read abolitionist content, I read disability awareness content, I read that kind of content frequently. The problem I had was that it was written like a spoken word poem in a whole book format. And there is some of those kinds of books that I've read and it's fine. This was not one of them. It was very clearly written by an artist, and that's okay. It's just not for me. So yeah. I also accidentally finished the Half Off Ragnarok, which again, it was totally an accident, did not mean to finish it. It was really, really good. I had a lot of fun. But I did finish it. I was not supposed to. I'm going to probably start Ptolemy's Gate today, which is by Jonathan Stroud. It's book 3 in the Bartimaeus trilogy, which is a book series I've been rereading as a adult. I've lost my train of thought. I also am going to be possibly going ahead and reading Sandman book 5. I haven't decided. I did go ahead and check out To the Twisted Ones, which is a Five Nights at Freddy's book. And then I'm also going to need to start and probably finish The Yellow Wallpaper, which is our book club pick of the week. So I think I'm going to do Ptolemy's Gate, probably finish The Yellow Wallpaper today, if not tomorrow, and then start the Five Nights at Freddy's book, or start and finish the Sandman book. I haven't decided which one yet, but those will be kind of my up nexts for reading. The rest are like audiobooks and whatnot. I don't know when I'm gonna do my Ellen Hopkins reads this week or this month. Like trying to think timing wise when the best time to do that is gonna be, because like I have plans on a Sunday, and sorry, my coworker's son is going to daycare for the first time, and I'm like, I've been having a really hard time recently. PMDD is so fucking real, y'all. I cannot emphasize enough how real it is and how hard it is. The way that mine presents itself often is with some anxiety, but also a lot of suicidal ideation. The struggle for me is that the coping skills that I learned as a teenager for severe anxiety and those other feelings is harming myself, which I'm gonna have to edit and add a trigger warning to this conversation. It's hard. It's hard. I figured it out. That doesn't mean I don't figure it out, but it is hard. And yesterday I didn't even want to, every Sunday I go have dinner with my parents, and I didn't even want to go do that. I wanted to stay in bed and do nothing. Like I essentially crawled out of bed that morning, and I mean crawled out of bed that morning, was in the floor a lot because I just couldn't get up. I couldn't make myself get up. I couldn't do it. And it was hard. And it's hard to admit those things. It's embarrassing to admit those things. But it is what it is. We get through it. Yeah, that's everything going on. I'm busy. I've got stuff I need to be doing. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take my meds, and I'm going to set up my Hobonichi and do some odds and ends there. And I will talk to you guys later. Okay, thanks, bye. Okay, take 2. Let's try this vlog update without me breaking down into sobs. We're not doing it. It's so hard. It's hard to be a person who chooses to be vulnerable on the internet because I currently want to die instead of being vulnerable on the internet. Let me move you guys back. Sorry. Okay. We've talked about how I have PMDD, which is a big part of this. The other part of it is I'm having money problems, because of course I'm having money problems. And if I talk about it, I'm gonna cry again. So I'm not gonna do that. The gist of it is that no matter how much I budget, TDCJ is still going to take $300 to $400 out of my wallet every month. And they just my only way to avoid that is to stop talking to my husband. And I'm not doing that. So maybe I'll just start stripping. You know, I don't know. I want to read today, but I have an 8:30 a.m. fucking meeting, because of course I fucking do. I always fucking do. I did finish the yellow wallpaper yesterday. It was just as good as it always is. I got 25% into the twisted ones, which I enjoyed. By the way, it's the 5th. I don't know if I mentioned that. It's the 5th. Words, stuff, things. I am gonna finish Ptolemy's Gate today. Hopefully there's like a lot of hours left. 7 hours left on 3 times speed, so that's like 2.5 hours left, which is a lot. And then I want to get 50% into the twisted ones today. I might pick up another book just to fill in the... I don't know if I'm in the mental headspace of like noise is going to be overstimulating, or if I'm in the mental headspace of like silence is going to be overstimulating, but I know it's one of the two, and I won't know until I'm there. And I know someone's going to be like, Andy, you sound sick. Do you have a stuffy nose? No, I've just been crying all morning. Fuck. Sorry. I'm trying not to cry again in this update. It's so hard being a vulnerable YouTuber, and for what? They don't even pay me. If you want to help me financially, my coffee is linked somewhere, and I have Patreon. And those are going to be your best bets. I'm just sad that I can't spend my money on things that bring me joy. Like when I buy certain things, like I bought that paper cutter thing, that was $15. Now I'm immediately regretting it because of financial reasons. I should be able to buy something that's $15 and it not feel like it's going to be detrimental to my ability to live. That's fucking crazy. I make too much money for it to feel like this. And anytime that it gets like talked about, like, well, you make a decent amount of money, it makes me want to scream. Because they're right. They're right. That's the end of that sentence for me. You're right. Anyway, on a positive note, my mom found a box full of pink Pyrex just for me. And she also ordered me pink cutting boards because my mom loves me, which is very nice. This isn't the Pyrex. This is... I don't know. This is some German brand. but it matches. So I have these pink Martha Stewart plates, you've probably seen them, and then I have these like smaller plates and then these even smaller plates, and the even smaller plates are kind of like a plasticky, so you can't put them in the microwave if they get too hot, but those are all of the size plates that I have. Now I have matching pink plates. They match the big pink plates, so now I have, and they're all like a good size. There's, you know, tiny ones, and then like, so I can basically replace the other ones that we have. I am I am very excited about it, and I also have some big bowls and pie dishes, which, if you guys don't know, I have an award-winning pie that I used to make all the time. So maybe nope, can't afford that, never mind. I was gonna say maybe I'll practice making pies again, but can't afford that. I've been trying to tell Aiden that when I run out of stamps to message him that I'm out, like, because I can't afford to buy more right now. And the message keeps not sending. Like, he keeps not getting it. So this morning he was like, I haven't heard from you since 8 p.m. last night. Hope you're okay. I finally just said, call me at 5. Because that's 6 stamps they wasted. I have work I need to be doing instead of talking to this camera. That's the other thing about this 8:30 a.m. meeting. It basically requires that I log in 30 minutes before my actual shift starts so that I can even pretend to get things started, because otherwise they'll be like, what have you done? And it's like, nothing, because you guys keep putting me in meetings. That's not my right password. Oh, but on a positive note, look at her. She's not done. I have to do her face, and I want to do her scarf. But she's just a little garlic baby. And I need to use a straightener for these so that they lay a little bit. So I don't want them to be straight up. I want them to lay down. Well, look at her. She's just a baby. And she's got wires in her legs and stuff, so she can sit like a lady. Like, I have wiring all the way up so she can like sit like a lady, and her arms have wires so she can be very polite. It's hard with the dress on though. It's hard to be polite when you have a dress on. Dresses really restrict your movement. I understand, girl, I get it. My biggest issue is that this keeps coming out of this arm, and it's not doing it on the other arm. I don't know why it's doing it on this arm, which is really frustrating because this is like, I'm making it for Ozzy. There we go. And she's being a little lady. Ah, damn it. Either way, very thrilled. Her head does turn a little bit too, so that's fine. The way that I sewed it on allows for a little bit of head movement. Ozzy, I'm sorry I didn't get snot on her, I promise. Yeah, so I gotta work on some things. I'm gonna find tissue. I'm feeling better now that I showed you garlic. This is an 8-minute long update. I'm sorry. I'm just struggling this morning. Really struggling! Really struggling. And I need to get it together before I work. For those of you who live with people, you're underestimating how valuable it is to have someone to listen to you. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, thanks, bye. Hello and good morning. It is Wednesday the 6th. I feel better today. I do think I'm gonna go to the library today to get those Ellen Hopkins books. If it's rainy, like if it continues to be as humid as it currently is, then I'm gonna go on my lunch, just because I don't want to walk in the rain, which I think is fair. I have a lot of research things that I need to do for work today, and I'm not looking forward to it. I don't want to do the things, but I'm gonna do the things, but I don't want to do the things. Yesterday I did finish Ptolemy's Gate. It was an interesting ending. 3 stars. The series is okay. There are some childhood rereads that I do that I'm like, wow, this book really held up. And it's not that this book didn't like fail the test of time. It's that I just didn't think it was as good as some of the other books I've reread as an adult now. So I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. I did also manage to make the graphic for Clear Your Shit 4.5. And by graphic, I mean like how it's going to be laid out this year, because we are changing that. It is not going to be a bingo board this year. I will give you that hint if you want to see it. Pay for the Patreon. That's where that's at right now. I'm also going to do some website overhaul things because I want the story to be kind of split into 2. So like book 1 is going to be years 1 through 4, and book 2 is going to be years 5 through 8, 9, whatever. I don't know yet. 5 through 9, I guess. I don't know. I can't believe we're on year 5. That's crazy. I have an idea for the big readathon and the theming and all of that. It's just going to take me some time to get all of that together. I did finish Garlic. She's very cute. She has her scarf. I'm not good at faces, okay? Leave me alone. She has her scarf and her dress and her apron, and all of it is like removable so she could have other outfits. That's more a note for Aussie. I was thinking about making her shoes, but I don't want to. I'm good on that right now. I have some other stuff that I want to make, and so I'm gonna focus on that. What else? Yeah, today is considerably better. We love PMDD for that, right? Me yesterday, sobbing, having a mental breakdown, not doing well at all. By the end of the day yesterday, I like stood outside for an hour and a half pulling weeds, which you would think wouldn't be healing in any way, but the sunshine was. And I immediately was like, oh, I'm okay. Life's not bad. Anyway, yeah, I've got a lot of research and stuff I need to do. I'm also trying to make a TikTok for like a spend the morning in my morning with me as a corporate squirrely, which is wild to me. It is wild to me that I am a corporate squirrely and I'm out here in overalls crocheting stuffed animals in my free time. So, I'm also possibly going to be filming my 2024 releases I'm excited for video. I need to film it because I need to schedule it. And once it's scheduled, then other than like your basic, like, I don't know, word stuff, things. Other than your basic TBRs, wrap-ups, etc. I'm done through April, which is great. Is it anybody's birthday? No, it's about to be. It's not right now. Okay. Yeah. So, I know it's the 6th of March, and I'm going to say something insane that's going to make you non-TBR people feel, like, uncomfortable. But I need to also start thinking about my April TBR. I might wait a week on that, see how my reading is going here, because if I'm like continually being ahead on my reading, then it's hard for me to come up with my TBR, because usually by the end of the month, if I'm ahead, I mood read at the end, which is fine. That part's not a problem, except that like if I've put something on my TBR already and I want to read it then, I can't, because I, the boss, the brain boss, said so. Who made these rules? I don't know. Rules are very important to my brain though. And that's on having complex PTSD. It really fights with my ADHD a lot, but anyway, yeah. Again, I am also really thinking about doing a like full day in the life as somebody who works a full-time job and makes content. I think it would be an interesting video. I think I've figured out the best way to do it. I've figured out that there's a spot up on my bookshelf that I can put my old phone and do time lapse. So I can get some of that footage, and then like if I'm doing something interesting, like I can get different angles that way. So like you guys, this camera can be like behind me to get some angles. Although I can't show these monitors at all because of my work. But like this monitor, my personal monitor, I can show, it's fine. That's what I'm thinking of doing. The problem is that like the ideal day would be a busy day, like today would be an ideal day. However, I would be overwhelmed trying to also film, and I think that, words are hard. I think that if I didn't do a busy day, you guys would be like, what do you literally do all day? I work, don't worry about it. So that's the other tricky thing. Also, like that I cannot show you all the work that I do, right? So we could catch some pieces of conversation, whatever most neutral statements. Like if I was like, yeah, we can do that. Like that would be what you would get. You would get my office voice, which would be kind of funny. But that's it. That's it. I'm gonna finish getting ready for work. I am feeling better today. Do not worry about me. PMDD is hard. I keep talking about it, and I think that's because I think that more people need to know about it. More people need to be aware of it, and how real it is. It also apparently, and I don't remember if I said this or not, it is like more likely to occur if you're somebody who has PTSD. You're more likely to have PMDD or endometriosis. I don't have endometriosis, thankfully. A lot of the like fertility issues that the women on my mom's side of the family have, or like the, not fertility issues, but the issues with those organs and things, I lucked the fuck out on that and got my dad's side of the family, which is cool for me. Specifically. Not cool for everybody else, but cool for me. So I just had the PMDD, and that's it. Everything else is like very manageable, very not the end of the world. And I'm not like flexing or bragging, but I just think that these things should be discussed, because I didn't even realize, like, and my mom tells me about health stuff all the time, I didn't even realize like how many things I was at risk for, not cancer things, but just like discomfort things, I guess, or like developing polyps and cysts and fibrous things or whatever, which like not in like a kill you kind of way, but in a discomfort kind of way. I didn't realize that I was at risk for any of those things. Nobody told me that that is in my family history. Why would they have? And it's stuff like that that I'm like, if I have a daughter, I'm gonna make sure that she is aware. Because yeah, if I have children, the thing I know they're getting is ADHD, but beyond that, it's going to be a fun time. Did you know also if certain trauma happens during certain points of your cycle, I believe it's your luteal phase, you are more likely to develop PTSD. So on that note, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Enjoy that fun fact that still pisses me off. Bye. good morning. It is Thursday the 7th. You know what that means? It means I'm closing out the vlog here. Yesterday was very productive and good. And also, we got, Ollie got me Bust Fellows, which is an Otome game that I've been wanting to play. Had on my wish list for a hot minute. It came out in like 2021 or something, or came on Steam in 2021, the English translation. And I started it and it's fun. I am in fact having fun. So, surprise, not surprise, I knew I would be. But there's that. I guess that's really it. This has been an interesting week. I'm sorry if I worried anybody. I did get deep cleaning done, which I needed to do, as you guys saw. And then this morning I got Mr. brushed out, and yeah, and obviously I washed my hair, and I have book club tonight, so we are feeling considerably better than we were the other day. Things are fine. I'm fine. But that's it. I'm going to be filling out my journal and then updating the vlog for next week. So I'll talk to you guys later. I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. If you liked this video, why? No, just kidding. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. I post videos every single week. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's it. Okay, thanks. Bye.